starts talking about you. He talks about you all day, all night. He barely breathes. He barely eats. He doesn't even drink until he turns his radio off and he stops talking about you. Although you haunt him in his thoughts. Maybe he talks to his therapist about you or his drug counselor. I don't know how far it goes, but I know it's very deep.
Well, no, Mike. It has to do with his believing. It has to do with his bullshit show that the truth, the justice, the American way, exposing the fraud. Well, Richie politely used all that truth and all that justice, served up the American don't be afraid to rewind way, and I exposed the biggest fraud of all in the mix to the amount of getting him to come clean.
So he's the stolen parts guy, and Bird Brain is the cokehead. Do I have it right?
Well, actually, no, they're both mad cokeheads, but he's just a mule and a donkey and a storage bin. Bird Doggy's the half a wannabe wankster who've yet to run into Richie or tap him on the shoulder.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun all summer long. I'll be down there waiting for him all summer. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll get 515, that fucking hippopotamus ass. Take care of Bird Brain. Straighten out and foreskin. Get the cupcake. Beat down 911. Only problem is, not going to be much fun anymore on this channel. I got to think about that.
Don't hold your breath waiting on that. That cracky. But anyway. Wow, look at that. It's 2:17 in the morning. Go one lucky. May 16th. All right, man, I got a lot of computer work to do, man. I know the cheerleaders are all defeated and depleted. And, you know, Mike, mentioning what you said about that, about him, yo, you have him, you catch a video gate, tonight's skip gates in the first, I think it was the second one. He's got the nerve by the end of it to say, I fiends for Skip, but yet he felt like the fiend that thought he could step on me, and the way he was jumping up and down, I don't know, you know. It kind of like makes me feel bad that I made him a star in my own video gates, because, you know, there's just so much out there. Mike, you know, when I hear him in my own video gates, I say to myself, my God, if that was ever me, I would just hurry up and disconnect everything, rip the antenna down, and never key a mic in my life again.
Well, he's doing what you taught him to do. He's a trained monkey. You taught him to be a cheerleader. And he does as he's told.
Roger, right on. I'm doing as he's told.
Alright, Richie 127, old Cappy pistol grip. I'll be listening here for a little while longer. I'm doing a little vaporing. Trying to relax at an exciting night. Brought Tommy Ninja and Vic 139 to the fights. A lot of good fights, a lot of knockouts, a lot of back and forth, broken noses, blood, cracked ribs. Oh, it's fucking awesome. Alright, I'll be on the side listening. If you change your mind or get bored.
I ain't going nowhere. I'm just doing a lot of computer buttons, getting the gates sorted, making sure I load them in chronological order. I know the 3 major skip gates of prime time tonight before I stepped out. Those were already up there and loaded on the Donnie Brasco channel for the, the guys involved for the 2 in the Brooklyn side. But anyway, yeah, man, they're up on Richie Radio right now too as well. Like I said, I just loaded them before I walked out the door, and while I walked out the door, I left the 3rd one running. So, I guess you could say I was out there on the walkie-talkie through most of the 3rd video gate. And I think a little while tonight's video gate's a little while more. I think I heard I think it was like a minute. I think a minute or two after 9 Dum Dum stepped on me, the dollar vans buzzed up my pocket. So I was out there on the walkie-talkie for a little while during that game as well.
Roger on the dollar vans and the walkie-talkie.
Alright, let me go finish doing this gate shit. Your hole in the wall, New York, the most talked about man on the East Coast, known by not many. The most talked about, the most feared mother on and off the mic.
Wow. You have a lot of responsibility. 10-4.
Mike, in one department they call me captain, in another one they call me chief, and another one they call me special agent in charge. How do you think I fucking achieved all that? By playing games? I'm on the side.
I guess that answers that.
I achieved that because I'm the #1 problem solver. Kind of quiet around New York City. I know, without CK and Enforcer, without the two main drug heads out here, Bad Girl hardly chimed in because, you know, he's got nobody he can get in there and communicate with, considering that, you know, like CK said the other night in the gate, man, we're so tight-knit down here. Yeah, you're all within 30 fucking blocks, you know. I ain't trying to take y'all out. I just think that y'all think y'all funny, you know, thinking that, you know, you affect people out here while you're trying to, you know, come out here and start all them big bad fights y'all like to start. That tap dance popped the fucking trunk. I knew they were a bunch of punks. Nah, man, that belt plucker tired of that beating you were giving him all night, dog. Yeah, my man, you were handing it to him royally all night long. The only thing is, while I was trying to get SD card space free, I missed a couple of good ones, man. But, yo, you were nutting him all night, man, hardcore. I'm sorry, man, but you gotta make that an everyday line and part of your everyday sentence in Potter's Field. Here's little signs. Here lays 911, hated by many. Well, I'll tell you something that should boost his ego tonight and make his dick a little hard. He stepped on me in the video games tonight, I think. Nah, I'm back in my quiet chair. I got computer work to do. The King of New York, I'm clear.